Pitcher bunt defense. This is a combo drill where there are 2 rounds of traditional pitcher fielding practice with catcher throws and blocking included. Pitchers will be in 2 lines on the mound and catchers are in full gear throwing and blocking. Position players are needed on each base to receive throws from both the pitcher and the catcher. 2 coaches are also required in order to fungo and roll a ball to the pitcher. After both rounds, we will go directly into a live bunt coverage phase where we will use live bunters. Pitcher bunt defense, round 1. Pitcher number 1 will pitch directly to the catcher behind home plate. At this time, the coach in the batter's box will fungo a comebacker to the mound. Pitcher number 1 will field the comebacker and throw to first base. He will then retrieve the ball from the first baseman and get in line behind pitcher number 2. Also part of round 1, the line 1 catcher will make a stolen base throw to the third baseman. The catcher will make 2 live throws and 2 simulated throws. Pitcher bunt defense, round 1. Pitcher number 1 will pitch directly to the catcher behind home plate. At this time, the coach in the batter's box will fungo a comebacker to the mound. Pitcher number 1 will field the comebacker and throw to first base. He will then retrieve the ball from the first baseman and get in line behind pitcher number 2. Pitcher number 2 in round 1 will pitch a pitch in the dirt to the catcher. He will field a comebacker and throw that comebacker to the second baseman. Pitcher number 2 will then receive the ball back from the middle infielder and get in line behind pitcher number 1. The number 2 catcher in this situation will simply field the ball and hand it back to the coach. In round 2 of pitcher bunt defense, pitcher number 1 will pitch to the catcher behind home plate. The coach will then fungo a ground ball to the first baseman, who will field the ball. Pitcher number 1 will then race to first base to cover the ball. Once the pitcher receives the ball from the first baseman, he will get in line behind pitcher number 2. Also in round 2, catcher number 1 will make live throws to second base. He will make 2 live throws and 2 simulated throws. In round 2, pitcher number 2 will throw a pitch out to catcher number 2. He will then field a weak ground ball and throw the ball to the third baseman. He will receive the ball back from the third baseman and get in line behind pitcher number 1. Catcher number 2 in the second round simply performs a fundamental pitch out and then gives the ball back to the coach.